Good Monday morning to you all. I am Ryan and this is Michigan Storm Chasers, back for another update video. We have been kind of silent here on YouTube lately, been really busy behind the scenes working on a variety of things. We're super excited to announce here coming soon. In the meantime, though, it is Monday morning and we have a couple of things to talk about the short term, but also the week ahead. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's go ahead and start with the SPC Outlook for today across Michigan. Almost the entire state is categorized in a general thunderstorm risk. That's the light green color. Exception up there in the UP, we have two areas up by the Keweenaw Peninsula and over there toward the north central part of the UP in that white color. Those are the only areas in Michigan that do not have a risk today for a pop-up storm. If you notice across the lake in Wisconsin, there is a marginal, a slight, and even an enhanced risk over it closer to Minnesota. And if we take a wide angle look and go really far west, we have a moderate risk out in the northern plains for today. This is Monday, July 28th. The reason being is we have a couple of models and we have a really potent environment that is forecast to evolve to our west. And later on tonight, we're going to see a squall line develop. And because of the ring of fire type pattern we're in, the northern ridge, as we call it, these storms are going to form and they're going to ride that ridge down into the Midwest, into the Great Lakes region as well. And that is a typical pattern for what we call a derecho. So there is a potential that today's storms off to our west could bring heavy winds, embedded tornadoes, and maybe isolated hail in instances. But really the damaging wind risk today off in the, especially the red, orange, and the surrounding yellow areas is quite concerning for a all hazards, but primarily a windbag event out there to the west. So if you have friends or family out west, especially in the Dakotas or Minnesota, Iowa, northern Nebraska, and perhaps even Wisconsin as well, make sure they're aware of the threat today. This could be one of the bigger events of the year if everything kind of comes together for that. It's looking like it will. So just take note of that. But over here in Michigan, we do not have a severe risk today or tonight for that matter. And that is because models show that this squall line here is going to weaken. Fast forward this through about that 3 a.m. time frame, which is right here. There's your area of interest off in Minnesota as of 3 a.m. tonight / Tuesday morning. And as that pushes toward us here in Michigan, we're going to see it in Wisconsin, and it gets to Lake Michigan and it just dies. So that is a potential scenario here. But with the overall pattern we're in, I would not be shocked if this squall line continues across Lake Michigan and impacts West Michigan sometime around Tuesday morning-ish time frame, like Tuesday, we're going to say like 9-10 a.m. around that time frame. Now, models have been, for lack of better terms, trash as of the past month or so. So honestly, both scenarios are possible, but right now the solution that models are agreeing upon is that this line stops in Wisconsin before it crosses over into Michigan. Now, if this were to cross over into Michigan, I would definitely suggest that there could be a really nice shelf clouds structure, beautiful structure of these storms. I wouldn't really expect it to be severe in nature, but a couple areas and pockets of gustier winds definitely possible if it does hold together. But that's a long shot. Let's go ahead and track today's weather first. Backing up to today, Monday, back to the day today. Through the afternoon hours and even currently, as of 11 a.m., a couple areas of pop-up storms up by the Ludington area, as well as down by the Indiana border by 94, the corridor there. Got some areas and pockets of pop-up showers and storms that have gone up. Through the day today, the entire state really is under the risk for those pop-up storms. Those shouldn't be severe, although we can never rule that out. These will be on the probably the garden variety type for the 90% of the storms that go up today. Can't rule out a strong or severe storm today based on the moisture we have. A lot of downdraft, microburst type of winds could occur, but that is not really expected to be the case today. In the meantime, any storm that does occur, heavy rain, flooding, as well as frequent lightning, a possibility. And primary risk for that is going to be across South Michigan here, where models are really depicting heavier thunderstorms developing right around that 2 p.m. time frame today. So by around the mid-afternoon time frame, especially across South Michigan, not going to rule out up there by Mount Pleasant or even in the UP, but overall models are really converging on that South Michigan solution here. So best confidence of storms today, definitely south of 96. So take that into consideration if you have outdoor plans. Keep an eye on the radar and then keep an eye on the sky. Just keep an eye on the weather in general. If anything goes severe, we'll be live. So with that said, that is your forecast for today. Those storms should end right about sunset tonight and then attention then turns to the morning time frame where that squall line may make a run towards Michigan. Now, outside of that, taking a peek at Tuesday's severe weather outlook, the entire state minus the northern half of the UP falls again within a general thunderstorm risk. A severe risk is very close by. I would not be shocked to get added into a severe risk for Tuesday. We'll keep an eye on that as well. Stay tuned to our page for a forecast on how Tuesday looks. But right now, storms are possible. Just don't know exactly when and where. And then as well as how strong they're going to be. Going to Wednesday. Wednesday should be the last day of storm activity here for this week in Michigan. South 96 especially, Grand Rapids to Flint and pointing southward in a general thunderstorm risk as well. No severe risk highlighted for Wednesday. But why did I say it's going to be the last day for storms? Well, take a peek at the long-term forecast here. In particular, the drop-off of temperatures from Wednesday to Thursday. We have an 86 stat here for Wednesday, and by Thursday, we are in the 70s and perhaps low 80s for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday time frames. A very, very pleasant stretch of weather is upcoming after Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Lower humidity, less storm chances, and more pleasant, almost fall-like temperatures, to be honest, based on what we've been kind of experiencing, the 90 humidity coupled together, going to that to the mid to upper 70s. It's going to feel like a big cool down for us. So stay tuned for that. All right. With that said, though, I'll give you guys an update probably later tonight on another video or perhaps a live stream if we think that severe weather is going to be a concern overnight or into Tuesday morning. I'm rusty. It's been a few days. Bear with me. If there is a growing concern for overnight severe weather or Tuesday morning severe weather, we'll go live later tonight or perhaps a video update for you guys. So stay tuned. If you don't hear from us, that's a good news. With that said, I'm going to pop out of here before I embarrass myself further. It's been a couple days since our last video. I'm rusty, so bear with me. I'm going to pop off. I'll catch you guys perhaps tonight, but if not tonight, then tomorrow morning for another update video. You guys have a great Monday.